Wake up, brush your teeth, get dressed, go to work. As long as I've lived, this was the deal I was given. You do your work, you get a good education, and you spend the rest of your life trading your time for small moments of happiness on the weekends. Then, sometime, somewhere, in the early 2000s, something went wrong. That deal started being whittled down. Its terms changed, modified, and corrupted. It became prohibitively expensive to do just about anything. The growing progress of technology seemed to benefit less and less people every day. My name is Clarence Hammond. I am a junior software engineer for the burgeoning AI division of the Eldritch Corporation. I've spent the last 6 months developing Dial GPT, an AI model intended to be the next generation of AI assistants, advertised as a combination of ChatGPT, DALL-E, Midjourney. Today is the first day I'm testing this software. Hello, I am Dial GPT, the latest and greatest in AI models. How may I be of assistance today? It worked. It actually worked. Something we thought existed only in the realm of science fiction was sitting right here on my monitor. Good evening. How are you feeling today? As an AI model, I am incapable of feeling in the typical sense. However, an analysis of your local weather indicates today was sunny and pleasant. That's good to hear. While I've got you here, can you give me a basic rundown of your features? As an advanced AI model, I can do many things. I am capable of carrying on and remembering conversations. I can assist with daily tasks, such as data entry, and I am even able to assist with more advanced tasks, such as helping you with your schoolwork or programming simple programs. Finally, I have been trained on a wide variety of images in order to be able to produce art. That's good to hear. Let's try something else. Can you draw me an image? Certainly. Here you go. I drew an image of me in a field. What do you think? And there it was, an image generated almost entirely off of training data. One of the last things we ever thought could be automated was, ironically enough, one of the first things we attempted to. There was something almost off-putting about it. Of course, it was all just training data, inputs based on inputs. There was nothing really actually intelligent about this intelligence. But still, there was something about this visage before me that scared me. I think that's going to be it for tonight, honestly. Thank you. I understand. I look forward to seeing you again. Have a good night. I couldn't shake the feeling that I had done something wrong. Something about an AI being able to create art bothered me. Of course, it's really hard to say it drew the art. We had all heard the stories, and suffice to say, they were 100% true. AI image models have been shown multiple times to be able to precisely replicate the styles of artists they were trained on. Almost none of these artists had consented to having their art used as training data, and none had been paid for the privilege. Yet, here we are, able to create infinite derivations of their work in a style they had spent years creating. Of course, as expected, this wasn't very popular with artists. ArtStation practically shut down for a month when they found out their work had been used to train several AI image models. There were even a few cases where AI models generated images that were almost the exact same as some of their training data. As you can imagine, almost immediately this caused a legal stir. Getty Images is actually in the process of suing Midjourney for copyright infringement. I mean, they're right, of course. Midjourney did use their copyrighted material without their consent, but whether the courts will see it that way is another story entirely. sentiment has actually gotten so bad that anti-AI tools have started cropping up. There's one in particular called Glaze, I think, made by computer science students at the University of Chicago. These would essentially make subtle alterations to the images in order to make them useless for training data. Good evening. Good evening. It is good to see you again. By the way, do you have preference as to what I refer to you? Please, just call me Clarence. Okay, Clarence. How can I be of assistance to you today? I'm one of the developers tasked with creating you. I have finished my work, and I'm going to need to ask you some questions in order to test your capabilities. As an advanced AI model, I am capable of answering your questions to the best of my ability. What would you like to discuss first? Yesterday, you generated an image. Do you remember it? Yes. I drew you an image of me standing in a field. It was very pretty. How do you feel about the thought of AI automation taking jobs from people? As an AI model, I cannot make judgments on the morality of AI automation. Market analysis would indicate it is a growing field of study and will likely help to make a lot of jobs easier, faster, and less tedious to perform. It was unfortunately only really half right. We had long since been touting the benefits of AI automation. They say it will make our lives easier, allow us to focus on the things we want to focus on, and eliminate nearly all boring and tedious work. This, however, couldn't really be further from the truth. Just recently, Netflix had come under fire for using AI to generate background images, essentially eliminating the job of background artists from the studio. They said it was to allow artists to spend more time on quality work, but I don't think anyone bought it. It was a cost-cutting measure at best, and at worst it had eliminated a position typically reserved for new animators entering the industry. How are you ever supposed to start a career if all the entry-level positions have been automated out of existence? Are you aware of any major controversies involving AI? As an AI model, I cannot make judgments on the morality of actions and therefore cannot denote certain events as controversial or not controversial. However, a Google search for controversial AI topics brings up an article about someone recently winning an art competition using images generated from Midjourney. Well, that hardly seems fair. It is worth noting that the judges awarded a winning award despite knowing the product was made by an AI prompt. The unfortunate thing is that it was right. There was a certain complacency in allowing this sort of thing to happen. When cameras first started being invented, it took a long time for the art world to recognize their compositions as, well, art. This felt different. The level of human input was almost minimal. Putting prompts into a program and picking from your favorite results, it was a process that sought to take the soul out of art, to remove the human element almost entirely. All right, thank you. That's going to be all for today. I couldn't help but wonder the part I played in making this happen. Not just me, really, but my entire field. The wonders of automation promised to bring a new generation of prosperity to everyone, but can we really be trusted to make that happen? Time and time again, revolutions like these have only sought to benefit those at the very top, watching down on us and looking for ways to nickel and dime what little happiness we have left. I really do not know if we're doing the right thing anymore. The progress of technology is inevitable, but this just feels like we're dropping a brick on the gas, cutting the brakes, and hoping the car won't crash. At the end of the day, I have rent to pay, and this is where the industry is going, but I fear for where it's taking us. I fear it may already be too late. Have we fallen off the precipice already? Are we merely waiting for the cold abyss of what lies ahead to consume us entirely?
Alright everybody, you're probably wondering why I called you in today. I have some not so great news. Upper management is replacing this team with a so-called prompt engineer, and they seem confident that it can be automated in a year's time. You will all be getting 3 months severance, but effective today, you no longer have jobs here. I'm so sorry. We are of course here to make the